Week 18 of the Belgian Pro League, and with the Christmas programme kicking off, it's 3 games in 12 days for everyone off the back of 4 wins out of 5 for Belgian clubs in Europe, including Antwerp beating Barcelona and Union defeating Liverpool. A Super Sunday seeing big matchups: Club Brugge against Gent and Antwerp Anderlecht. Leaders Union host Mechelen, and last season's runners-up Genk face bottom side Kortrijk. There's Leuven, Cercle or RWDM against St. and the shock will on between Standard Liège and Charleroi, but the weekend begins with a big game at the bottom: Westerlo against Eupen. Westerlo 14th, Eupen 13th in a game where the winners would leave the bottom 4. Remember that week when Eupen could have gone top? The Pandas have only won 1 and 12 since then, picking up 5 points. Rick de Mille moving from Club Brugge, where he had been assistant to Ronnie Dyler. After their win over Kortrijk in the clash of the bottom 2 last week, Westerlo welcoming the man who'd been in charge for the final months of the last season at the Jan Breidel. Nasser Chadli and Kian Vassen impressing down the left. Griffin Yao denied by Eupen's Amadou Keita. Promising stuff early on from De Kempinen, only 3 defeats in the last 10 ahead of this. Westerlo sending a lot down the left wing early on. Nicholas Madsen sending Jordan Boss away. Eupen struggling to deal with it. Jan Kral with the most decisive touch away. 7 games since the Pandas last kept a clean sheet. Tonight's one just surviving here. They may have fallen rapidly down the table, but only once in the last 11 games have Eupen failed to score. A lot of that can go down to the creativity of Gary Magnier. His tee-up for Kevin Movold producing a perfect cross for Isaac Nuhu, the top scorer heading wide at the far post. The Pandas do have good potency up front. Guinea international Keita showing that off. Sinan Bolat and the Westerlo goal tested for the first time. A nice angled strike, Bolat doing the necessary. There have been plenty of games lately where Eupen have shown plenty of invention. Magnier's latest foray from the right, seeing Nuhu tee up for Keita, but over the crossbar. Right now, goals and wins needed desperately by Eupen coach Florian Kovelt. Keita's goal at Kortrijk in August, the only one of his professional career. Westerlo finished 7th in the last regular season, but lots of big-name departures have seriously diminished them this season. Australia international Boss taking things up himself. A super run halted only by Gabriel Slanina's save. Boss with a consolation goal against Anderlecht at the start of the month. This would have been something very, very special. New coach de Mille isn't expecting champagne football in his first few games. He wants to get Westerlo clear of the relegation first before attempting that. All the same, this move should give him some encouragement. Chadli teeing up Boss for the original effort. De Kempinen keeping plenty of bodies up before a quick interchange, largely involving Arthur Piedfort, the 18-year-old Belgian underage international who featured for young PSV last season in the Netherlands. The final effort, a nice screamer from Vassen. Boss close, first time around. Nil-nil at half-time. Another blank night on the cards. Madsen with space early in the second half to effect some kind of change for Westerlo. Boss arriving right on cue, but the finish needing to be worked on. The first of 12 chances in the second half for the home side. Eupen too would have plenty of openings themselves. Nuhu working hard on the right-hand side to win it. Keita's final strike denied by Bolat. Still working on doubling this season's haul. Approaching the hour mark, Magnier's free kick picking out Rune Paishaus at the far post. Bolat recovering well to make the save. And a quick throw out of vision to get Westerlo going forward on the counter-attack. Chadli leading the charge. Locating Madsen in space down the right with plenty of time to pick his spot and see it end up in a different one. A goal all the same though. Slanina deceived by the deflection off Jan Kral. Westerlo ahead on the hour mark. Former Spurs and Belgian midfielder Chadli retaining his prime quality. Madsen's strike making it in via the diversion. Eupen will definitely feel when it's not going for you, it's not going for you. And that proven 4 minutes later, with Yao's corner floating harmlessly in, the main action happening in the edge of the area. Keita fouling Piedfort for a penalty. Kovelt getting that feeling again. Keita with his arms around the striker. Cue Madsen again to score again. The Dane now up to 7 league goals this season. 8 in all competitions. Westerlo on the way. The hosts well in their element now. Boss having enjoyed that brilliant run in the first half, but without a finish, looking for a repeat act in the second. Madsen on a hat-trick, having his shot blocked. Likewise, Yao on the rebound. Westerlo's 20th goal attempt of the game. And Eupen with a dozen. An entertaining watch despite the lowly position of these two. Eupen trying to set up a grandstand finish, but Keita denied by Bolat. The Turkish international reading the deflection well. So Westerlo out of the relegation zone for 24 hours at least. They've won 3 of the last 6, matching 2 of the top 3. A flying start for Richter Mill. Westerlo 2, Eupen 0. Cercle Bruges with 1 win and 5 going into this visit to second from bottom Leuven. The Christmas spirit in full swing. A win would still put Cercle 5th. Leuven's well-earned draw at Sint-Truiden last week, coming after 5 losses in a row, 1 win and 9. The rest all defeats. So there's a lot for Cercle to aim for today. A chance to go even higher, a chance to go above Club Bruges, but they've lost this one early on. And Insigne on the way in, and Torsteinsson scores after 50 seconds! Leuven are in front, incredible stuff! Set up well by Insigne, and Torsteinsson scrambling in. An amazing start for the side, second from bottom. Well, they're loving that here. Decent ball, Torsteinsson, chance to make it 2, back heel. Jonathan Brunes denied by Popovic. What a great chance for another. A struggling start from Cercle Bruges, but they've developed this brilliantly. It's going to rebound in front of goal for 1-1. And taken in by Boho, but flagged for offside. And that is against Summers. Little nod on. Well by Jonathan Brunes. He's on the way. Insigne charging through. Great chance. Mendel in the middle. Insigne again. Stopped by Popovic again. Cercle are hanging on here in this first half. Incredible break. What a first half this is for Leuven. They are absolutely loving this. Leuven 1-0 up at half-time. Fun times. And how do Cercle respond in this second half? Not very well so far. Insigne on the way through, and Jonathan Brunes. That's well saved by Wallason. And Leuven are all over Cercle Bruges here. Remarkable stuff. Onside and pounced. Good stop, Wallason. It'll be CK with the corner. Little flick. Ukas and in. And Denki was there as well. And Cercle are level. Just before the hour mark. It came off so many, and Denki last. 1-1. Controlled by Boho. Now they're really getting things going with a leg. Bayu shot early. And Turbo Lyson, such a hero last week, saving. Deep throw by Mianke, and in by Denki. But it's already whistled up. A shove in the air by Darland before Denki's finish. CK's free kick hits the post. That would have been some way to go in front. Trying to recycle it. Clip back up again dangerously. Oh, is that handball? It is! In the 95th minute, a penalty for Cercle Bruges. Oh my word! Denki wins it. His second goal of the game, his 14th of the season, and Cercle are rescued right at the death. What an incredible way for this game to end. Denki's late penalty has decided it. Cercle 5th for now, 9 losses in 10 for Leuven. Leuven 1, Cercle 2. RWDM in 11th with 1 win in 11 going into this. Sint-Truiden in 8th trying to keep pace with Cercle after the Groen Swarts win in Leuven. Sint-Truiden in their usual yellow trying to put last week's draw against OHL behind them. The break by Joseph L. Barnes abruptly cut out by RWDM's Brazilian defender Klaus. Penalty to Sint-Truiden. but then cancelled by referee Nicolas Laforge due to offside. A good break all the same. The visitors determined to get back to winning ways today. 12 saves by Toba Leysen, denying them last week. RWDM off their 4-0 trouncing at Gent, but through to next month's Cup quarter-finals, making waves through Yusuf Kone. Sion Suzuki's bat away, not getting far. Pierre Duomo's header off the line by Rien van Helden. The Brussels side close to the lead. And RWDM taking a lot of confidence from that. Barely 90 seconds later, Jeff Rayner Adelaide quickly up to LA camera, and MATCHDAY turning home. 1-0 after half an hour. His first goal since October, also against Sint-Truiden. Good vision from the Lyon arrival, Rayner Adelaide. Camera's deft touch, and Gay with a lovely finish. A very well-worked goal. And that having the home side ahead at half-time. STVV 6 unbeaten before this. Stoiker's free kick for Godot's header, saved by the ever-reliable Theo de Forney. The Canaries trying to go within a point of the title playoffs. RWDM with only one league win since mid-September, just a point clear of the relegation zone at kick-off time. The back header by Matthias Delorg seeing substitute Pathé and Boop swoop to build down the right, with 4 coming into the area. Gay in position in the middle to slip home his and Molenbeek's second. That's now 8 for the season for Gay. Almost a picture-perfect finish. It's Gay's first brace since hitting 2 for Ostende against Anderlecht 2 years ago. A goalless spell at Real Zaragoza following. He's more than making up for that now. Dream stuff for the fans of the top-flight newcomers. The first time since September they've seen RWDM score twice at home, and this a chance to make it better. Abner thundering forward to set up Gay's hat-trick attempt, but the Brussels number 9 picking up a knock in the process. He would stay on, nothing too difficult with Camera involved in the next attack, getting it out wide for Xavier Mercier to single out and Boop in the middle, taking his time, picking his spot and making it 3. His first goal since coming from Lyon and setting the seal on a remarkable win. Sint-Truiden with 6 defenders back as well as their goalkeeper, but all taken out of it by Boop, who had the time to get the shot right, despite the late arrival of Delorg on the line. Only the second time RWDM have scored as many as this since their return. A clean sheet too for their biggest win back in the top flight. RWDM 3, Sint-Truiden 0. It's game of the week in French-speaking Belgium. Still mid-table for one of the country's most famous names, and in the bottom half of the table too. Their opponents falling into the relegation zone last night. The pressure very firmly on both. From the Stessan, it's the Choc Wallon, Stade Liège against Sporting Charleroi. Regained by Zorgan. Good ball, Ben Bouali. They've only got a handful up. That's a great ball. Ade Daba went for the effort. Good save by Bodar. It was very tight with Daba. He might not have been given as being onside. Kouabe over the free kick. Good and creative. And Life has got the flick on! Oh, what an opening. Bekani was right in front of goal and he just couldn't get the touch. And Kenan Kuba's first touch of the game has saved Charleroi massively. Now here's an opening. It's Mbenza way. And Charleroi have got 3 forward. Mbenza went for it directly. Very good save by Bodar. And Kouabe away. And suddenly a massive opening for Charleroi to win the game. Great chance, just over. Dan Heymans right in front of goal. And within a couple of seconds of each other, Charleroi with the 2 best chances of the game. It is 0-0 between Stade Liège and Charleroi. Only 1 attempt on target for Stade Liège in the game. They had 13 chances against Anderlecht last week.
Hello from Will Downing. Season's greetings to you all. A fixture which in recent seasons has been a spectacular affair. The top two in 2020, a breathtaking cup semi-final 2 seasons ago. Last season, a weekly battle between them to get into the title playoffs, and it was Club who managed that. Lost by Onyedika. Well received again by Tarik Tissadale, and Kuiper's turning brilliantly. This is fantastic by Kuiper's gone down, no penalty. Jonathan Lardo saying no straight away. A dynamic start to the unbridled completely. Tasty challenge involving Onyedika to Kuiper short. Here goes Nielsen. Great ball, so clever. Oh, it's a brilliant ball first time. Zinkenagel's in, he's gone down again. And nothing doing from referee Jonathan Lardo again. Penalty it is for Club Brugge. Thiago! Brilliant finish! 4 out of 4 for him from the spot this season, and Club Brugge are 1-0 up. Good ball played forward. Thiago found by Van Aken. Now was that handball? It was. Surely it was. By Kandus. And if that was goal bound, that's a red. Kandus sent off. Watanabe saying it wasn't him. It was shown to Watanabe. That's a mistake. It's Kandus who did it. And the mistake rectified. Kandus red carded. Thiago to keep the 100% record going. This one down the middle, and it's 2-0. 16 goals in all competitions for Thiago this season. 5 out of 5 from the spot. And Club are 2-0 up. Hong. Great break, Tissadale! So close, and a warning, and a warning. Tissadale through, still got a chance. Burst through well, Mignolet stood up so brilliantly. The chances for Gent today have been fleeting. They've been mainly falling for Tissadale. Gent having to bring so many back. It was good cut out by Watanabe, and he'll have to do it again, and he's done it again. 2 caps for Japan. Very good summer signing from Kortrijk. Van Aken in the middle, and that would have wrapped it up from Skov Olsen. 13 minutes to go, and that would have done it. No coming back from 3 down at this stage. Club Brugge go back into 5th place. A big summon meeting victory for them. 2-0 up again. Thiago with both goals from the spot. Again playing most of the game with 10, with Kandus sent off for that handball.
Sancho was top of the table, and with a famous win over Liverpool in the books midweek, that keeps them in Europe, albeit dropping out of the Europa League and into the Conference League. Mechelen with new coach Besnik Hassi in tow, with only 1 loss in the last 5, holding Club Brugge to a draw last week, and their fans feeling the good times could be right around the corner again. The Yellow Reds in their changed colours for this visit to Brussels, threatening early on, having beaten Union 4-0 in August. Sandy Walsh's cross on the right, locating Lear Laberbach, and with the German striker unable to control, Kerim Rabchi taking the initiative to get a shot in on target. Murray saving. Union's win over Liverpool continuing a remarkable rise that simply couldn't have been dreamt up even 2 years ago. Mohamed Amoura with the opener against the recent Premier League champions on Thursday and producing Union's first strong attempt here. The testing drive saved by Gaten Cook. Positivity for Union and Mechelen too, keeping Union quiet for the opening half hour. Cameron Puertas with the winner against the Reds and his quick corner for Makeda onto Castro Montes, almost providing the opener here. Ultimately, Van Houten denied. Union well into their stride now and back to their counter-attacking best. Amoura short for Puertas. Loïc Lapoussin crossing for Jean-Thierry Lazar's head. Cook with the spectacular save. And an even more tremendous stop considering the deflection of Patrick Fluke. A goalless first half, not used to these around Duden Park. 8 minutes after the restart, Union putting the foot down. Alessio Castro Montes giving Lapoussin room to shoot. An awkward one for Cook to stop. Amoura's flying header hitting the net just when you were getting used to seeing him score breakaway goals. He used to score like this a lot for Lugano, apparently. Amoura now on 12 league goals this season. Only Kevin Denke has scored more. Cook doing well to make the original stop, but caught out second time around by Amoura. 14 goals for him in all competitions now. But Mechelen still firmly in this in the final 20 minutes, only being a goal down. The skied clearance from Casper Terho having a lot of height, but not distance. Geoffrey Ehrmans doing very well to win, twice. Rob Schoves flick for Walsh to put Morris under a lot of pressure for an angle. A good save. Walsh these days a full international for Indonesia after years of playing for the Dutch underage national sides. The Kakas now regularly avoiding defeat too, the opposite being a major problem in the first months of the campaign. Fluke is setting up Walsh again. A great opening thwarted by Morris. Unusually, Walsh yet to score this season. Morris very much on the top of his game tonight. Mechelen still pressing in the 89th minute. Ehrmans long throw. Lauberbach's up and under aim for Walsh again. Morris in no man's land. Bill Antonio's attempt at a late equaliser. Stopped on the line by Kevin McAllister. He makes a habit of ruining things for people in December. Even in stoppage time, the Malines were not giving up hope of a point. That feels very different from where they were a couple of months ago. Ehrmans playing short for Rob Schoves. A lengthy pile driver coming very close to tying it up. Mechelen's 15th goal attempt of the game. Very creative now under Hassi. Off the back of his highest scoring season ever, Schoves looks on the way to beating that figure this campaign, but narrowly missing out on a dramatic equaliser. So Union increased their lead at the top to 8 points, 12 unbeaten now, 11 wins and a draw. Eintracht Frankfurt waiting for them in the first knockout round of the Conference League. Mechelen much improved. Union 1, Mechelen 0.
Super Sunday continues in Belgium with the champions hosting the club with most titles, who are enjoying their best season since they last won the league 7 seasons ago. From the Boswell, it's Barcelona's conquerors Royal Antwerp against Anderlecht. One way or another, Anderlecht stay in second spot. Results elsewhere, apart from Union's, have pretty much fallen in their favour. Here comes Girano Kirk, and Kirk still going. Great chance, 80 seconds. Hit beyond Schmeichel. Augustinsson's throw. Now here comes Jari Verskaren. Good one forward. Great break that was by Dolberg. Oh, dropped and in, and Leone scored. Oh, and of all the people to make an error like that, it's the man leading the clean sheet table. He's not getting one tonight. A Butte bloomer. Anderlecht in front. Theo Leone called into the side as the only change. Vermeeren striding forward. Elected not to shoot. Ekkelenkamp puts in. Flag up. Antwerp may still have something to celebrate. So Vermeeren bringing it through and bringing it through a lot. And I think no matter how you look at that, where you draw your lines, how many hours you have to wait for it, that is going to be offside. On by Juke. Here's Janssen. Cracking ball. He's got Kirk away. Girano Kirk, good save. Ekkelenkamp with the rebound just over. They are getting some prime chances, Antwerp. The last ruled out for offside. In this one, they kept it right. This is for Scarlett. Short for Struikens. Now there's lots of room. Anders Dreyer is in. Good save. Can't do much at all with the rebound, which came back at him. Good stop, Bute. Great try. Dolberg, so clever and almost in for a second. A plethora of chances at both ends now. Good ball across towards the UK. Still going, little touch at the near post from Ekkelenkamp, just wide. Well, Antwerp are getting in the ascendancy here. Here's Balikwisha, here's Azuke. Nice step outside. They've still got 5 waiting for in the middle of Balikwisha's, and a lot of room there. And he's pulled it back, Schmeichel saving it. Anderlecht holding on, and they've done so after 7 minutes. Azuke, lots of room. Good cross, swept by Alderweireld and in! The boy George does it again! 89th minute. The winning goal scorer against Barcelona. And it's George on cue. Flicked on by Toby Alderweireld. Balikwisha. Good opportunities, good opening, good hit! Oh, he's hit the post! Unbelievable strike by Mandela Keita. Bataille. Here's Azuke. Looking for a flick on. Jansen's in! Schmeichel saves it! And 1-1 is how it ends. Last action of the game. Antwerp could have won it. For a long time, Anderlecht looked like they were winning it. Brilliant game of football between two prime title contenders.
Genk kick off in 7th, but a 5-goal win would put them 4th above Royal Antwerp. Kortrijk with 2 points from the last 6 games. The Carroll's bottom still without a coach after sacking Glenn de Buck. They had been interested in Rick de Mille, but he went to Westerlo. Trying to start calmly, but that's a big giveaway. And Yerasaurus on the way, and Van den Bergen saved Kortrijk here majorly. It's rebounded towards Aliou Federa, and they've just about hung on, and Joseph Akbala doesn't need his defence to start like this, knocking it about, and Yerasaur in, and Van den Bergen to the rescue. The man who's joined the pantheon of goal-scoring goalkeepers thanks to that last gasp lever against Eupen in Glenderbuck's last game in charge in the league. It's a good ball. El Canoes for Yerasor. Support from Paintsel. Good save. Paintsel again and in. Genk ahead. Midway through the first half, Joseph Paintsel on the spot to roll in. It's a lovely ball by Bilal El Canoes to get Yerasor away. Had support from Paintsel, who took it up and with the second chance, put it home. What a ball to tee it up. And what a fine piece of predatory finishing by Paintsel. 1-0 Genk. Pushing forward well by Joris Kayembe. And that's a great try by Einen. Good stop too. Vandenberg. Putting the pressure on here. 1-0. The Genk lead at half-time. Pay attention. Genk in control at the moment, but only the one goal up. That's a decent ball played through, and Yerasor is in, and that's two. What a ball to find him, and he gets the goal he was yearning so much for. Another good dash down the middle, and Genk are 2-0 up. Interrupted temporarily, but what a ball by Rozovsky to tee up goal number 2. Nicely weighted, good finish, and that's that. Opening things up well, Racing Genk. That's another good one, trying to pick out Heinen. El Canoes and Munoz. Paintsel gets his second. It's Genk's third. And that surely wraps it up now. Hard to see the bottom side coming back from this. 2 goals in 5 minutes. Pinged around the edge of the penalty area, Munoz through, and finally touched in well by Paintsel. Good finish. And there's no coming back from that for the Basement Club. Kortrijk losing possession again in the middle and in trouble. It's a lovely long ball by Einen. Good opportunities here, and that's a penalty. Fidera brought down by Mampasi, and on the hour mark, just before the hour mark, Brian Einen slots home for 4, wins the debate to take the penalty. Paintsel wanted to complete his hat-trick, still half an hour to go. He can very easily do that. Lovely spot kick by Brian Einen. Kortrijk beleaguered, and all they can do now is hope they don't concede more, and they might do. Given away, El Canoes, Einen, oh, Iron! Big chance for 5-0, and the young man doesn't score many. Forward well. They've so many up. Galasa. Opportunities for Galasa, couldn't quite turn that one in. Elouadi. It's fallen invitingly well. This is Bonsu Ba. And Rozovsky hits the post. Good save by Vandenberger to prevent it from being 5, which it very easily could have been. So many up there, and a good stop. Genk go 5th, 1 goal away from 4th place. 2 losses in 16 league games. But where do Kortrijk go from here? Genk 4, Kortrijk 0. Genk, the top scorers of the weekend by virtue of that win. 1 more goal would have seen them climb above Antwerp, who had that exciting 1-1 draw with Anderlecht and almost won it. Westerlo now with back-to-back victories after seeing off Eupen, 1 win in 13 for them and 5 points from a possible 39. Cercle winning at the death at Leuven, or RWDM's biggest win since they returned to the top flight, 3-0 over Sint-Truiden. Standard in Charleroi didn't score at all. Gent paying the penalty twice at club, and Union now 12 unbeaten, 11 of those wins after edging out Mechelen. Union's lead over Anderlecht increases to 8 points, and they will be top heading into 2024. They're now 12 clear of Gent, with the Buffaloes seeing Antwerp, Genk Club and Cercle closing in on them, all of those winning by the champions. Standard missed the chance to go into the top half of the table. Their draw with Charleroi has seen the Zebras climb out of the bottom four, having dropped in there following Westerlo's second win in a row. At the very bottom, Eupen, Leuven and Kortrijk all losing. With Sunday being Christmas Eve, the Week 19 games run Wednesday to Saturday, starting with Cercle Kortrijk and Mechelen Standard on the Wednesday night. Gent host struggling Leuven on Thursday. The following night, club visit RWDM, and a bumper Saturday. Union are due east to face Eupen, with Antwerp, Westerlo and Sint-Truiden Charleroi, before potentially another cracker between Anderlecht and RWDM Genk. Until then, from Will Downing and the Pro League TV team in Brussels, season's greetings, enjoy the holidays and enjoy your football.